Hi, I'm Sam Sorbo for the Accidental Homeschooler. I've gotten a couple of people sort of reaching out and saying, where did you get prepared to lead a debate club? And I thought I made this fairly clear. I'm a novice. I really don't know very much about what I'm doing. Um, Here's the thing with debate club, a speech and debate in general, right? When we would compete in speech and debate, my sons and my daughter, we moved before she had a chance to compete. But when you go to a tournament, the tournament has to recruit parents. Most of the parents, of course, are the parents of the students in the tournament, but they also recruit from the local area. And so if it's being held at a great big college campus, they'll recruit from the college, not necessarily the students, but the professors, but also just in the community, and the parents who are members of the speech and debate community there will recruit their friends to come in. I remember I recruited several people to come and judge at the debate that our local community hosted, the speech and debate tournament. And the reason is this: because we are raising young people to speak in front of who? Regular, normal people. And so, what qualifies regular, normal people to judge a speech and debate tournament? The fact that they're regular, normal people and that they really don't necessarily know best practices or, techniques or anything. They're just judging the way that the speech or the way that the debate moved them. That's the most important thing. How good a communicator was this individual, and where could they improve? And I've seen the ballots too. So some parents, like me, go on a whole tear. You used your hands a lot in this section. You could have used your hands more in this section. You raised your voice. That was excellent. When you got very soft, it was difficult to hear you. It's silly stuff. It's general stuff, or it can be more specific than that. But every little comment helps. And then there are parents who are just like, "Great job," and I'll tell you, when the kids get those ballots back and they see "Great job," they're like, "Well, that's not helpful at all." So I know that it feels good to just get an attaboy and move on. And so it's not a complete waste, but the kids are looking to improve, and they need people to give them honest feedback. When you said this thing, I felt insulted. I think there's a softer way of saying that, because I took it personally in your speech. Anything like that. And that's just a novice reaction to hearing the speaker say his piece. And in the debates, so in our debate club, we have a few students, but one in particular who is so raring to go, and he saw an opening. He saw an opening in the case that the other student was making, and he said something like, "I notice that my opponent didn't even mention, the trees outside. Well, and that was pretty dumb of him, because the trees are right outside the door, and it's like he just totally ignored that." And I said to him afterwards, I said, "You understand that lost the debate, right?" And he said, "Yes, I felt it right when I said it. It was too mean, right?" And I said, "Yeah, everybody in the room felt it." And it was funny because the child that he was debating was, I talked to him afterwards, and he was like, "I didn't feel it. I thought that's how we talk to each other. Like, I was totally cool with it." And I'm like, "Yeah, but there's an etiquette that goes along with debate. But that's just common sense. You can't be mean to people. You shouldn't be nasty, It's all basic common sense. Now, if you're going to coach, like really coach people, then maybe pick up an article or two about best practices for how to give speeches or whatever. It's not rocket science. It's just not. So if you're at all inclined, I highly recommend it because it is an enormous blessing. I will tell you, from the first week to the second week, we saw improvement in these kids. It's an amazing thing to witness. All right, that's it for me for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you again next time.